Hey guys, this is the trim out of this panel here. So our main comes down below here. This is our main breaker. It's fed out of this 3-inch. If you look closer here, guys, this is a pass-through panel. These lugs are on this breaker that tie to the three bus wire, the 3 bus bars that feed this whole panel. Now, if you go up top, we have 3 more here. So this is kind of a pass-through panel. You can fire this up and pass through the top also. So now once that gets fed, it fires up this whole bus here, which turns on this breaker, which feeds our control panel over here. So this is our little trim out of this panel. This is our bond. This is our bond screw now. Since we don't have a neutral in here, I just use this bonding screw is now a ground, it's not a neutral. So this bonds to the metal parts to your can here. So now this whole bar is a ground bar now. So is this side. Now, if they ever pull a neutral in here, you have a spot right here where those 2 screws are at for a ground bar that's in this package right here. But right now we just use this for a ground because that's all we're doing. We're pulling straight 480. Sorry about the noise in the background. So this is just straight 480, guys. Nothing more. All these are breaker spaces, and all we're gonna have is blanks in them. And I'll show you where this connects up through this 3-inch to our control panel. So it feeds our control panel here. We've got a ton of wires still pulling here. Right down here, guys, these are 4 VFDs, which is a variable frequency drive, which is gonna vary the speed of the motors that's up top on the roof. Down here, we have 2 contactors, and these 2 contactors go to this motor here. We have a motor here, and we have one here on the other side. So that's what these 2 contactors feed right here. Then, if you look closely, there's a little solenoid right here. I believe it's some kind of valve or solenoid that goes right here, which is 120 volts. It's gonna come back. And if you notice here, this is a 120 volt breaker here. It feeds this whole, these are all jumping together. So this is 120 volts across, this one to here. This is your neutral, this is your ground. These are your 4 hots that I'm gonna tie into from that valve or solenoid. And that's all going to be in this panel for us, except for the person pulling low voltage. And guys, this whole panel is for these 2 units right here. Let me back off and I'll show you. So guys, if you look at these are huge units, guys. What this actually does is right here, this goes to the bus door. And this is a huge vacuum that vacuums all this stuff out. And right here, this one catches all of the garbage and stuff in this bin right here. There's one on the opposite side too. So this is pneumatic. This pushes out to the bus door so they can vacuum out the bus. And we have 2. We've got one here and we've got one here. So this is all our piping right now. I'll show you how we pipe. This is our piping right here. This is an inch. This is inch and a half rigid going up to a box, which branches off. That hits 2 motors here. I'll reach up. That's 2 motors that's up on the roof. And I'll show you the other side also. And that feeds these two motors that's up on the roof here. And also there's another bin to catch all the garbage and everything else. Now I'm gonna back off. I don't know if we can see those disconnects on the roof. I'm gonna back off a little bit. Just give me a second, guys. If you see on the roof there's 2 disconnects, and then there's 2 on the others back behind them for the other 2 motors. And these motors, I believe, are 10 horse. And they're drawing like 30 amps at 480. So that's basically what this is. This would have been working on down here. So this is all the piping I've had to do for there, for this whole unit. And this is a start-stop switch, guys. This is stop-start. Another stop-start. All this is going to get controlled through this controller in here. I don't know exactly what this CPU is, but this is all inputs and outputs that come into this little controller. This is your central processing unit here. This is going to process and turn off and on. And guys, I didn't mention your VFD is a variable frequency drive. If you remember in our math, guys, what your frequency formula is. Your frequency formula is frequency equals 1 over time. So if you change your frequency, guys, you can change the speed of this motor. And what they don't want to do, they don't want this motor to start immediately. So what a VFD does is change the frequency and changes the speed and ramps this motor up slowly. And that's basically what all that's happening inside this control cabinet. I don't think I got anything else for you guys for this one. I will see you on the next one, guys, and I will try to finish up what we're doing on the other side. And I will show you how these blanks and all this stuff go in on the other panel. All right, see you on the next one, guys.